Right, just a little simple clip here. Sometimes I'm out on silage clamps and people are talking about how wet the silage is, when actually sometimes it's not quite as wet as what we think. So if we look at the bottom of a clamp, and this is more where we have more powerful type silages, okay? So if we get a sample from the bottom, quite often we'd be able to wring some moisture out of that, and we can see a bit of water or effluent dripping out of that, okay? So if we take a sample further up the clamp, and get some out. If I try and get some moisture out of this now, it feels to my hand a lot drier and we can't get moisture out of it. And what often happens here is that when we have a powerful silage, leafy, tender type grass, when we roll it and the weight coming down on it, we can burst some of the plant cells, the walls. So we actually get water coming outside the plant, so when we physically feel it, it feels wet. If we actually did a dry matter test on the top and the bottom, it's very likely it would be very similar. It's just that to feel it physically, the bottom feels wetter because the water has come out of the cells. And if you think about it, if you consider sort of a bucket of grapes or something, if you put your hand in a bucket of grapes, it would feel nice and dry. If you put your foot in that bucket, put your hand back in, your hand would be wet because all the juice would be outside the grapes. The dry matter in that bucket would be exactly the same. And the same sort of effect we can have on a clamp. As we compact it more and compress it, or maybe overroll it, that's not the case here, but sometimes you will see silages where you've got a juicy sort of slime on it. Often that can be overrolled and just juice coming out of the cells. And when we analyse it, it's drier than what we think it is.